Hello folks, I'm Drendu Tyroff, and this is a video. Indeed it is. And today I am joined by,
JD is cool.
also known as Jake.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like I said to you over Discord. I've noticed something on like a couple times watching it back, and I have a theory that Kahn Makyr and the Slayer are actually working together
Hmm.
somehow.
Yeah.
Now whether that's like mutual or forced or whatever. I mean, when Doomslayer opens the door on Sentinel Prime or whatever, at around 58
Yeah.
seconds, pause. So like you know how the knights like do that salute or whatever to the Slayer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you look on the door, you'll see Khan Makar's head,
Yeah.
which brings up the interesting theory that maybe like the Night Sentinels like somehow like worship Khan Makar or now I know that they worship the wraiths or whatever, but
Mm.
what if like Khan Makar is like a wraith and like those are like the angels of like the Doom universe, but they're just
That,
called like the wraiths or something. I don't know.
that's a good idea, actually. Yeah.
Although
I mean, I
wraith,
haven't.
although the term wraith does imply like a sort of demonic entity, I believe. So I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Maybe that's the point though, because if the Slayer is going to end up fighting Maker, um, that might make sense because if you are to go off of, say, for example, Doom being a Christian game and it not being very literal, like we don't have a specific god that's mentioned at any point, do we? Whereas if you look at
No.
Christian lore, there's a specific god and stuff like that.
Uh
So
huh.
it could be that they're more angelic than demons, but they're not quite full, angel, are they?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I get what you
And
mean. Yeah,
maybe it
but
could be a look at sort of the duality of morality, because maybe even though they're supposed to be angelic, they're still, sort of evil in a way.
yeah, yeah, I get what you mean. But no, it's like why is Khan Makar's head like engraved onto like the top of the door? I mean, like that's very interesting. You know,
Mm.
like
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
all right. So continue.
Um,
Yeah.
oh, I think I pretty much reached what I was gonna
Yeah.
say,
At
except
one
for
minute. Um.
Con Maker's the little thing of her engraved just looks like a Vex goblin to me.
Oh
That's all. That's all.
yeah.
That's all I think of. I just
Yeah.
think of Vex goblins.
Good point. Yeah, but no, pause at around like 1 minute. It's like you see like Khan Makar and the Slayer talking. Now, obviously, since this is a trailer, like the dialogue that she's saying right now probably isn't the dialogue that she says like in game, or at least at this specific scene. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Mm.
you know how trailers like to throw you off like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you pause at like 1 minute, like you see like Slayer just and Khan Makar projecting herself to him. So I mean, I
Mm.
find that very interesting because like, I mean, the Slayer obviously has like he has his gun lowered and he's listening. So, like, this is either probably them like discussing. Well, okay, hold on. Let's back it up. Let's go with the theory that at first they're working together or something like that. So,
Yeah.
in this scene, she's probably just giving him like the general rundown of what's going on or like a game plan or something. I don't know, but I find it interesting how they both seem to be talking peacefully for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
Here, yeah, no, that's interesting. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Um. Well, first of all, as you mentioned with the Slayer, as you mentioned, his gun's more lowered,
Yeah,
and it doesn't look like he's running and he's been killing things now, unless this is he had to try and get to this place where she's projecting, and that maybe he's been killing before he got here, but he's just sort of standing there, so it's as if this has been planned or something, or if anything, it could be that he's just gone in here killing demons. If we're not going with the working together theory, it could be
right.
that he's just come in killing demons and he's stumbled across this, because it looks like that's a platform that's already there for her to project from.
Yeah, I can see that. Maybe it's the first time that he like sees her or whatever.
Yeah, maybe that could be it. So he first stumbles across her, and then she's like, "We should work together to kill the demons," and then maybe she, quote unquote, betrays him later on, and is basically like, "We actually kind of need the demons to, you know, for the humans to repent."
Right, right.
Um, these statues here,
What
if you see,
timestamp? Is it still at the 101
yes,
timestamp?
it's still at 102.
Okay,
You can see by the skull on the left, this big skull
okay.
thing, down there, there are these little statues. Now they look very similar. If you go to earlier where the Slayer's in his ship thing.
Wait, where are you? Wait, hold on. Like, are you sure that those aren't just like scenery objects? It's like what are you like exactly
Yeah,
like
they are
talking
scenery
about?
objects, I'm pretty sure. But I find it kind of interesting that there, wherever he is there, because these exact figures have basically appeared, and I believe they might be seraphs or seraphims, from what I heard from somewhere else. But if you go back to Slayer and the ship, I'm pretty sure it's those exact same statues there as well.
Yeah, maybe it's just me, but I don't see any statues by like the skull head or like below it. Like
All right.
that's weird.
Tell you what, I'll quickly open up Paint and I'll make I'll circle it.
Sure, sure. But no, it's like I said like earlier in the trailer. It's like at some points in the game, Makyr doesn't seem to be totally hostile towards Slayer because like she's obviously talking to him at around like 150 when she's like the only thing they fear is you, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. It does seem like there's not much hostility. It's probably it probably doesn't mean anything. It could very well be the same character, but her voice or the voice when it's the only thing they fear is you sounds slightly different.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. You actually make a good point. So maybe the girl saying that is a different character. Maybe
It could be, yeah.
could be.
I mean, it could be, it could not be. Maybe she sounds calmer, and the bit where it's
Right,
about
right.
fighting traditions could be later on in the game, so she sounds slightly more
Angry.
I
Yeah,
want to kill you, yeah.
exactly. And also, more evidence for the Sentinels worshiping Makyr. If you remember, at around 1 minute 55 seconds, when he's pulling the crucible out of the like, what is it exactly? It's like
Ew.
it's like a bench forge, or it's like a blacksmith forge or something like that. Some sort of
Yeah.
like demon forge or whatever, right? If you see, like, you'll see Makyr's head engraved into the door again. So
Yeah, yeah, right
which
behind it.
is very odd. So my theory is that this is probably earlier on in the game where Makyr probably gives the Slayer another crucible or another sword that functions like a crucible.
Yeah, that could be it. Or it could be like how the demons have changed design, and it could just be that instead of being a new crucible, and that's why it's looking different, it could be the same one. Primarily, the reason I'm saying that is go back to Hayden in the tube. Obviously he's destroyed and stuff, but his arms aren't like symmetrically destroyed. If you look at his left arm, it seems like he has his whole arm, but his right arm, his forearm and his hand are missing.
Mm-hmm.
And that, from what I remember from the end of Doom 2016, that was the hand he was holding the crucible in.
Yeah, the right one. Yeah.
Tom Maker stole it off of Hayden, or someone stole it off of Hayden when they were beating him down.
Yeah, no, that's interesting. But like, what I want to know is like, I mean, just going slightly off topic, but like, it's like, do we encounter Hayden before he gets like trashed, or is this like the first time that we see him? Like it's interesting.
Yeah, it's a good point. We don't exactly know how the Slayer gets out of hell, because he just gets sent back to hell in 2016.
Well, I think it was in that podcast I sent you with Hugo Martin. I'm not sure if you actually got around to watching that or not.
I haven't watched it yet, no, but do continue.
Yeah, so I think it was in that podcast. That's very good, by the way. Watch that when you have time. But
I will.
yeah. So basically, like the guy interviewing him asked him. I think when Doom Eternal's story like starts off, and obviously, as you can see in the beginning of the trailer, it says like 2151 or whatever. But in Doom 2016, it's implied in the lore to take place in 2148. So about a year or two has passed by the time Doom Eternal presumably starts off. So I think Hugo Martin said that like that there's basically going to be like a small time skip, and that's where it's going to start. So that's also interesting. So
Yeah.
I mean, it even begs the question even further. It's like, when do we play as a Slayer? Like, is he still in hell fighting demons, or is he on Mars or Phobos or What's going on?
That ties to maybe the bit with Kahn Makyr. Maybe we don't know whereabouts that is, because it's just in some sort of temple somewhere. Could be on Earth, could be in Hell, could be anywhere really. But it could be in Hell, and maybe that's how he gets out. Maybe he stumbles across Kahn Makyr, and Kahn Makyr's like, "Hey, something about Earth. I can help you get to Earth." Maybe that could be how he gets out.
Right,
Kahn
right.
Makyr.
Well, also, I know something interesting yesterday, actually, when I was watching this again. It wasn't when I, like, talked to you about my theory, but, it was, where is it? So, where is it? Right, so you know when the Slayer, like, comes out of the portal? Now,
Yeah.
well, he does that in, like twice or whatever, but specifically the part where the Night Sentinels start, like, threatening to attack him or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's not Night Sentinels itself, but I want you to notice the color of the portal. It's a very light blue, right? It's very pronounced, very, obvious, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Now,
Just fine.
yeah. Now, if you keep watching, now, keep watching. Now, around the part where the what's the dude? What's that guy? What's that guy's name again? The dude.
The guy with the axe, do you mean?
Yeah. What's his name again? What they
I've
call him
forgotten his
again?
name now myself. Marauder.
Marauder. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So notice how when the Marauder comes out of his own portal, it's red, which indicates a Hell Demon portal. But when the
Yeah.
Slayer comes out of the portal, it's a very, very directly opposite. It's a blue, which could indicate a heavenly portal. So my theory is that basically so this kind of goes along with the Slayer teaming up with Makyr. Maybe they're working together. Maybe Makyr is forcing the Slayer to work together with him to help achieve a goal for us or whatever. But notice the color. It's a very calming blue. So my theory is that that these blue portals are not made by hell, but are made by heaven itself, and Kahn Makyr is the one doing it, which kind of boosts along my theory about them working together. Because, I mean, think about it. You have a red demon portal and you have a blue mysterious portal. I mean, right? Now, of course, it could be like a Sentinel Prime or Night Sentinel portal or whatever, but the reason why I think that that's not the case is like the scene just sets it up, in my opinion, because like you know what I mean? Like, it sets up like two like opposite parallels when it shows the blue and the red portal in the same cutscene. Like, I mean, that's just, I mean, that's like the main drive on why I think Kahn Makyr is the one doing that for the Slayer. Like if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I think it does a little. Yeah. Random thing I just noticed looking at the bit where the Slayer's in the blue portal and you're sort of coming out when they're presumably when they're about to face down. There's something. There's a little logo if you go to where the Slayer is when it shows him. There's a little. It looks like a logo and it says ARC. Now I'm not sure if that's going to be a different company or if that's.
I
just
see
a
that.
division.
Yeah. No.
Like,
That's
the
interesting.
middle thing is the UAC sort of logo shape. But then obviously got this strange sort of triangle type thing outside it. So it could be like maybe after Hayden gets destroyed, the UAC sort of not like reforms per se, but it sort of changes its name to that and maybe instead focuses on trying to fight the demons, considering the casualties are apparently in the billions.
Well, the USA stands for the Union Aerospace Corporation, if I am not wrong, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, okay, so ARC, what could that stand for?
Aerospace Restoration Corporation.
Maybe, I don't know. It's like that's interesting though. Yeah, no, that's a good catch. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, I think obviously because I was just looking at the scenery of the places. Wait, hold on. There's a dead body. When the Sentinels have a red.
Yeah. I saw do you know a channel called Rip and Tear Gaming?
I've heard of them. I noticed they'd made a video analyzing.
Yeah. He also analyzed that, and I just watched that, and he knows dead body as well, and he theorizes that's one of the Hell Priests shown off in the cover art.
Yeah.
But no, it's like the Night Sentinels with the red spheres. You know, like that's very interesting.
Yeah, how it changes to red. Now, some people I've heard say that it could be in attack mode. It could just be showing their anger, or maybe this doesn't seem very likely in my opinion, but maybe it's something similar to how because the Night Sentinels seem to revere the Slayer and then they turn against him.
Right, right.
Star Wars, the Jedi, and Order 66 with clones. It could be similar to how the clones work for the Jedi. The Sentinels could work for the Slayer, but they follow.
Oh wait, hold on. Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt, but okay, so I'm gonna add on to your theory. So let's say that let's say that I'm correct, and the Sentinels do worship Kahn Makyr in some form, right?
Yeah.
So going along with your Order 66 inspired idea, what if Kahn Makyr has this ability to turn the Sentinels against anyone she wants to, assuming that she is like one of the gods that they worship or whatever, right? So what if she pulls like an Order 66 like that, like later on in the game and says, hey, the Slayer is your enemy, go kill him for me. And then maybe that's why the Sentinels start attacking him, instead of these Sentinels just being like a separate faction or whatever. But it's like all the Sentinels. That'd be really cool and interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I think, actually.
I mean, it makes sense, too.
Yeah, but, yeah, you pretty much got it nail on the head on what I was about to say. And also, in that bit where you see the Slayer of the portals just opening behind him, you see all the Sentinels pointing at him, and the dead body. Up in the right corner and left corner, you can see the Kahn Makyr symbols again. So, that's more to add to the theory that they worship Kahn Makyr.
Hold on, let me see. Oh, I see it. Yo, also, look, I know something. Look in the Slayer's left hand. He's holding like a ball or a spear of some sort. It's like, what is that?
That's a good question. What is that?
I don't know what that is.
It's Snowball. He just has a very intense snowball fight with the demons.
Yeah, right? No, but seriously though, it's like, what is that? That's really interesting.
Going on the random snowball bullshit I just said, maybe he's trying to freeze hell over so the demons
yeah, right.
So he's got this sort of immortal, unmelting snowball.
Yeah, makes sense.
Put that into somewhere in hell.
Makes sense.
Freeze it over.
No, but like maybe he got. Alright, so assuming that Riventerra Gaming was correct and that's a Hell Priest lying dead on the floor, what if that Hell Priest had that object or whatever, and the Slayer took it off his body or something? I don't know. I mean,
yeah. I'm just gonna search up Hell Priest, see if we can get any good images of the Hell Priests at all in a moment.
I mean, this is. It's like, what is that ball? I feel like that's important.
Yeah, I think it is, because I don't think he'd be holding it otherwise, because I don't think... Well, then again, the Doomslayer might be the guy to get trinkets, if you look at him, with the little action figures. Maybe he just picks up little trophies. He's just like, ooh, shiny white ball, don't mind if I do.
Yeah, but no, it's for a story purpose. I wonder what that's for. I'm surprised that no one else has pointed this out. I mean, granted, I only saw Riventerra Gaming's, and I think I saw Midnight's analysis on it too. I can't remember.
Yeah,
but,
I think I watched a bit of Midnight's analysis on it.
But what is that ball though? I'm really interested now.
Yeah. It's too big to be one of these. If you look at the Hell Priests, or what I think is the Hell Priest, they've got their helmet thing has these little white balls in it. It's too big to be one of those, but maybe it could be something from the helmet. Maybe taking that out is what caused the other priest is what caused the Sentinels to turn against him. I don't know.
I mean that is a good theory, because maybe that could be well, I don't know. Well, actually no, I don't know. I mean, because think about it, no, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that that's stupid or nothing. But
yeah, I kind of don't agree with it myself. Either.
Yeah, it's because if you have some weird ball and let's say it's floating on a pedestal or something, and someone grabs it. Well, actually, no, it makes sense because if you're guarding a treasure or a relic or some sort, if someone steals it, no matter who it is, then you might be angry at that. So actually, no, actually is a sound theory that you have there. So. Maybe, Kahn Makyr isn't the one... Well, okay, this is gonna discredit the whole Kahn Makyr Aura 66 thing, but what if the Slayer, takes that, relic or whatever that is from Sentinel Prime, and that's, revered by Night Sentinels, and they'll basically attack anyone trying to get it back, no matter who takes it,
Yeah.
Well, it's obviously a sort of like device of some sort, I would imagine.
Yeah, a device or a treasure or something.
Right,
I just had a
right.
thought. Doom Eternal's story, timeline-wise, it might not entirely be linear, and that might be why we see the white-bladed Sentinels and the red-bladed Sentinels, because maybe it's maybe that's not in the present. Maybe that's in the past, and the Doomslayer goes to the past somehow, or is made to hallucinate by the Kahn Maker.
Huh. I mean, like,
And
there was a Doom Eternal story leak. I'm not sure if you read it, but I mean, like,
I haven't.
yeah, no, 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 but no, yeah, Doom Twitter confirmed it was false,
Okay.
but basically, if this is true, basically, and if like the Doom Twitter were lying, which would be understandable of them to do so, I guess, since they don't want their game being leaked. But
Yeah.
if like so like let's just say it's true, even though Doom confirmed it was false themselves. But let's just pretend that it's true, and it could be true. Who knows? But anyways, so basically, like, Doom Eternal is supposedly supposed to start out, with the Slayer in the past fighting alongside Night Sentinels, and this is basically like the tutorial mission of the game, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and they're on like Sentinel Prime, like fighting demons, I believe. So I don't know. That's basically like what the leak said or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, you could be right about that. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it would be interesting to have them sort of going back in the past, but depends on how they handled those scenes. Because Star Wars Fallen Order, again, referencing it to Star Wars, this is just talking about how I think they should have past scenes. Star Wars Fallen Order, the transitions into flashbacks make a lot of sense, and they're used to teach you how to use new abilities and stuff, like using force push on some boulders and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But like how they did that is because it flashes back to your character as a Padawan.
Right.
So I think maybe stuff like that where it's short snippets and it tells you a little bit about maybe that could be how the tutorial thing works. Maybe that tells you how to do stuff, and then you're back in the present and you do the thing.
Right, right.
So maybe it could be something like that, and it can give little tidbits of the story.
True, true.
Because in Star Wars we know about Order 66, but the only thing we really see is Padawan Cal, that's the main character, and his relationship with his master, who I can't remember the name of because it's been a while since I played it.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be something similar to that. It gives us little tidbits of what happened between the Slayers and the Sentinels. The theory about the Slayer being the betrayer or whatnot. Maybe if we're going with the non-linear time thing, maybe this could be when the Slayer betrays them.
Oh yeah, interesting. Well,
of course, the armor's different. The armor's the modern version.
Right, yeah, I was gonna
White
say,
work.
yeah, and I'm
But
not
it
sure
could
if
be
he had the
something-
armor forged for him at that time.
Yeah. So it could be just sort of him not hallucinating per se, but reliving it in his modern form.
Right, yeah. No,
I
that's
think that'd be
interesting.
interesting if you actually fight the Sentinels in game. So instead of it just being like a cutscene or something, you actually have to go up against them in like gameplay, and you can lose against them hypothetically.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't think feasibly the Sentinels would be able to take down the Slayer, because no one can feasibly take down the Slayer.
Uh-huh.
It would be interesting to play against it. So like you're playing against demons and possibly some angelic characters,
Mm-hmm.
and then not all of a sudden, but at one point you have to fight against Sentinels, and they're really different to fight against. Like maybe you have to try and melee them and not necessarily glory kill them, but like they can perhaps like block attacks and stuff, and they're like more unpredictable and less scripted than a normal demon.
Yeah. The tie-in at the beginning is interesting.
Yeah, the time at the beginning's
I think it's being set up to be like the final boss or something.
Yeah, there's a bit later on after the Marauder appears, where there's a big hand going over.
Yeah,
the Slayer.
yeah. I was gonna ask you about that. It's like, what is that?
Yeah, because it
looks
more
mechanical.
mechanic.
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly. It looks mechanical.
Right, now let's see if we can get that one bit of the Titan. Yeah, those hands look completely different.
Right.
So I don't think it's the Titan. Wait, hold on a minute. What about that big thing? The big robot boy that is impaling him?
Yeah. It
Could it be that, perhaps?
It could be like a Sentinel Makyr or something. Where is that?
Yeah. The question is, where is this thing exactly? Because it doesn't. The architecture and stuff doesn't look like Earth. So this could very well be set in hell, and that's why this all looks fairly old with the hollowed out Titan and the rusted Sentinel robot. So,
Yeah. No. 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 Yeah. No. 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 Yeah. Yeah. That's definitely hell.
Also, it looks like there's some sort of yellow rune in the corner as well.
Uh.
Not in the corner literally.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I
But,
see it. I see it. It's like in the sky. Yeah. I see that.
not sure if that's going to have any relevance if it's just stuff.
It's
But,
probably
yeah.
just scenery, but yeah.
Yeah. The images I sent you over Discord of
Oh.
circling the statues.
Oh. Notice how the Night Sentinel's spear is red when it's killing the demon or titan or whatever, right? So maybe you're right about it turning red when it's in like when they're about to attack or whatever. So maybe it's not really a sort of a, I guess, like evil significance, but rather like the spear just turns red just to I guess as in like a sort of like attack mode. So I think you're right about that actually.
Yeah. Or it could hypothetically be something to do with corruption, because the blade's still there. It still seems to be ignited, and however this Titan demon's been killed, it doesn't look like it's just been a stab. If you look at that hole, it's pretty big. So it could be perhaps, maybe somehow the demons or strong enough demons can somehow not corrupt the Sentinels, and maybe that could be a sign of it. Maybe when this Titan mech was fighting it, it's somehow this Titan. The Titan demon managed to somehow corrupt it while it was fighting, so it died eventually, but it shut the Sentinel down. I've accidentally unplugged my microphone. Give me a minute. Alright, I'm back now. Sorry, my microphone's very stupid. Not my microphone, my headphones.
Right.
Again to the pictures of Discord. I've tried circle stash. I'm not sure if it makes them any easier to see.
No. I see them now. I think. Yeah. Let me bring that over to my monitor.
And then on the second one, it's in the Slayer's ship.
Right. I see that. Yeah. No. Good catch. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's probably just some sort of statue with a seraphim, but it shows if it's related to Kahn Makyr again, it could show that Kahn Makyr maybe made this ship for the Slayer.
Oh yeah, that's an interesting theory there.
This little thing you see hovering outside of Earth, it's likely just where the angelic Kahn Makyr does all her stuff. Because if you look at it, it looks quite different from how it looks less sort of mechanical than the Slayer's ship. So it might not be it, but it could be the Slayer's ship, and maybe it was never the Slayer's ship in the first place. It was Kahn Makyr's, and Kahn Makyr's just blending it to the Slayer.
Yeah, I mean, that could also be the hub world or whatever.
Yeah, I think it is the hub world, actually. I think the ship is most likely the hub world.
Yeah. Yeah, no, alright, well, yeah, no, this was a good time discussing, like, our theories. Yeah, no, it was pretty good.
Yeah? I'm not sure if there's anything else we can really point out.
Right. We already pointed out everything that was of interest.
We've got the Titan. Wait, hold on a minute. The Titan... Oh, yeah, the Titan's in... Earth, because these look like normal human buildings, just really destroyed compared to later on where you see the ship in the not the ship, the plane in the building. Yeah. So maybe you go to Earth at one point, you go to hell, and then you come back and Earth's even worse.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, no, I had a good time discussing this. It was a lot of fun. Thanks.
Yeah.
No, I'll be sure to upload this to my channel, and yeah.
Yeah, I might upload it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do some editing and stuff to it.
Yeah, same. All right, man. Well, enjoy talking to you. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
All
See
right.
ya, man.
See ya.